Roll call, please.
Freeholder DiNicola.
Here.
Freeholder Felice.
Here.
Freeholder Gans.
Aye.
Freeholder Sullivan.
Here.
Freeholder Tonelli.
Here.
Freeholder Voss.
Here.
I'm sorry, Freeholder Zor.
Here.
Chairwoman Voss.
Here. Will you all please rise and let us honor America by saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'd like to wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy Kwanzaa. And will the clerk please read the minutes to be accepted?
November 10th, 2015, public session, all present.
May I have a motion to accept the minutes?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. May I have a motion to open the meeting to the public?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. We will now have a hearing for the general public with a 3-minute time limit. In effect, the board attorney will keep the time, and when the time has expired, the board attorney will inform the speaker that his time is up. Hopefully, if you wish to speak, you filled out one of these cards, and we shall begin. Chuck Powers.
Chuck Powers, during all the time that you folks were struggling several years ago to work on pay-to-play, one theme came across that all of you really agree with, which was that sunshine is the best disinfectant. And that's a really good rule. And it's also very complicated to make it actually work out in relationship to all the other things we have to take account of in terms of people's privacy and in terms of certain kinds of things that need to happen in relation to litigation, et cetera. And so when you folks pass a law administratively, then somebody has to go about the task of trying to weigh those issues. And advocates like our group will push for more openness, and the record may push for more openness, and then the controller of the state, as like Matthew Boxer did, may push toward certain kinds of openness. But finally, it's the judiciary that has to sort of weigh these things in complex decisions. And one of the people who did that very best in our midst is Judge Peter Doing. And that's why we are in our 5th Byron Bear Award, giving it to Peter Doing and asking him to talk about how he went about weighing those issues of what it is that the Open Public Meetings Act and the Open Public Records Act should in fact lead to disclosure to that disinfectant that we all want, and yet protect the other things that we need to protect. On the 13th of January, in the Teaneck Library, we will be awarding to Peter Doing that award, and we're really hoping that you folks can work it out to be there that night. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Michelle Talamo.
Talamo. Okay, first I'd like to wish you Merry Christmas. I wish you the best of the new year, and thank you for your service. Even though I may not agree with everything that you decide, I certainly do appreciate the time that you put in. I want to mention that I looked at the website, and the jobs section has not been populated, so I don't know whether that is that all jobs are filled or whether it's not on the radar. So I would like again to request that we consider and put on there in that section, which actually says jobs, that we do list the jobs that are open. I think it will help people in Bergen County. We should know what's up, and people who are looking for jobs, trying to do the right thing for the county, might want to apply. I thank you very much. I appreciate all that you've done. Have a good day.
All right. Our administrator would like to read.
I'm sorry?
Our administrator would like to
Just for
tell you some
clarification's
clarity.
sake, we currently are in a freeze, a job freeze. So if you saw any job listings there, I would need to know about that, because right now we're not filling any positions.
Okay, is there actually a procedure to list
We're
them?
actually in the midst of a layoff, actually.
Okay.
So we're in a freeze, and And so you really shouldn't see any vacancies up there advertised for applicants.
Okay, but there is a procedure in place to list them, because there has not been a procedure to do so.
Yeah, and you know, we're in the midst too, we're not pleased with the way our website, you know, has moved along over the course of the year. We have a contract that was awarded previously, and we're looking to bring that back in-house and have our IT division actually manage the website. So Bergen County residents are going to see a change in the website, and we're excited about that. Over the course of 2016, it'll be a different look to it, and a little bit, and certainly a lot more active and up to date, and consumer and constituent friendly. So you'll be able to go there and see a jobs thing, click on it, and see what's available.
Okay, I appreciate that. I just also want to mention, since you brought up the website, that some of the minutes are from 2014, listed in 2015, so someone may want to check that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeremiah Cronin.
Last name is Cronin. I just would like to thank the board, really from the bottom of my heart and from my neighbors on Rochelle Avenue. On Saturday morning at about 8 o'clock, Rochelle Avenue was opened after over 5.5 months. And especially want to single out Ms. Zur for making a telephone call for us on prior to Thanksgiving. We had no trucks, no beeping, no sounds on Rochelle Avenue for Thanksgiving. It was absolutely marvelous. And now that our street is open, I want to really thank the board for it. And just my one burning thing, if we could get curbs, it would be absolutely, I mean, the street would look that much better. And I thank you very, very much, and to all the very, very best of the holiday season. For those who have Hanukkah, I hope you enjoyed it. For those who are going to have Christmas, my blessings. Bye now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Is it Edward Dunphy?
Durfee.
Oh,
Durfee.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I always think I should bring my address stickers with me.
I'm sorry. Oh, now I see it's Durfee. Okay,
DURFEE.
I got it.
At our last meeting, I had asked about presenting the resolution to the board, and I was in communication with the clerk, Miss Lisa. I don't have efforts of mispronouncing her name, and and she got back to me that she did receive it, and I was hoping that perhaps you guys had a chance to review it, or your attorney reviews it. I'm not sure how that works, and if you had any questions regarding it, or if it was even a concern of the freeholders per se.
Our attorney
Chairwoman,
will-
I will acknowledge that the clerk forwarded the document that Mr. Durfee is referring to me for my review, which is in process, and when I have completed that review, I will confer with you about what steps, if any, might follow.
Okay, thank you. And if I could, I just noticed in the paper that our friends over in Passaic, again, did some resolution or something to promote our those without full identification being able to get licenses in their county or in New Jersey. I guess that they were in favor of what the legislature is trying to do with the driver's licenses for those that can't have the 6-point identification or whatever. So I was hoping that, is that something that we would need to present a resolution to you guys, or would that be something you guys would just come up with, or is it even really our concern as a county? I mean, is that something we should be worried about, or should we just let the state take care of it? Just being honest, because I don't know, I don't want to come up here and bore you guys with this stuff if it's not anything we could do about it.
I'm just referring to the attorney. That's
No,
why I'm
that's
looking
okay.
at him, because I don't have an answer.
That's a policy issue, Chairwoman. I wouldn't opine on that. Certainly the Speaker has the right to raise any subject that he thinks is something of public interest, in which he would like to place on the record. But as for the things that he's mentioned to this point, I have no research or position to advise the board upon.
Okay, so then it would be okay for me to come, if I find something like that, to do what I did before?
That would be fine.
Versus, I don't want to be, you know, a sty, so to speak. I'd like to come up here with valid points and be able to say, these are concerns that, you know, that I see in the community as well as others that I speak to.
Absolutely.
Well, a very happy holy days to everybody, and Merry Christmas to those that do Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Justin Rashi.
Hi. Happy holidays.
Thanks,
I
Justin.
like your hat.
too.
He likes yours
He
too.
does.
Very festive.
I like yours better.
Oh, thank you. It's sort of out of season, more for like, fall. But yeah. So I just wanted to. I feel like this is like a regular update with my life. Like you're all like my my public servant talk therapists. But good news with my voucher. I got an apartment. That's good. Only problem is that I'm not sure if this is a clerical error. This is why I brought it before all of you folks. Social services, something about the emergency assistance being denied, but they told me to go back and reapply, but then they sent me something that said that the general assistance was cut off, which is a prerequisite for getting the TRA. So I'm not quite sure how that works. If one is a prerequisite for the other, and then they tell me to apply for something that they...
Madam Chair, if I may, do me a favor. We're going to grab a copy of what you have so that I can take it to the Board of Social Services and figure out what it is that what's the information, because I don't think one is a prerequisite for the other. And so I'd want to understand what the issue is, why you're having a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so John, if you could.
John, you can make a copy of it, and you give him the originals.
But just...
Okay, go on.
He needs it for
the
his
one,
presentation.
I just for good measure, I took this thing right here. It has like a application for a fair hearing. So that's why there's only 2/3 of a page.
Did you send it in for the fair hearing?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Just for good measure, in case it
Good.
wasn't a clerical error or something. So thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Paul Nichols.
Good evening, Paul Nichols, Nickels. Whatever he said, you guys are like that to me too. But I noticed on here, I want to thank you guys for considering me for the mental health board. But I'm also, I know I'm probably pushing it, but we're also working on the, a lot of people in the Human Services Department was hoping I would, when it comes time, I guess, get on the HSAC, which I believe is the Human Services Advisory Council. That's one thing that they're working on. A lot of people said it'd be good for that. But whether you consider me or not, thank you very much. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And thanks for having Pastor Don over in the Church on the Greens River Mission perform with the Koreans. They were all awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Floyd Beanstalk.
I'm not an expert.
Happy holidays, good evening. I want to talk about a problem in Fair Lawn, and this problem in many towns. The county roads are terrible shape, and there needs to be improved traffic lights at Saddle Road and Fair Lawn Avenue. The Fair Lawn Avenue Bridge is going to be closed. It's going to be massive chaos. So something has to be done to move the traffic patterns. Also, the traffic light at Moorlight Avenue and River Road. I'm not a traffic engineer, construction engineer, something has to be done to improve that intersection. And also, there's another intersection that is in pretty bad shape, is Maple Avenue River Road in Fair Lawn. There's a lot of construction has been done with the new CVS there, and the traffic light has to be improved, plus the county road. I don't know, to make it wider or traffic signals, left turn only, or, and then a signal for the right turn. I'm not an expert on this, so it's very, very difficult for me to talk about it. But Mayor Cosgrove has indicated to me that Fair Lawn, that something needs to be done to improve the traffic lights in Fair Lawn, and he needs the support of the county. I'm speaking as my own person. I'm not representing the mayor and the council. I'm speaking as an individual that's deeply concerned. Another situation I read about in the record, I want to say something about the Blauvelt mansion in Ordell. There was talk about tearing it down. It's an historic mansion. I know it's privately owned, it's not owned by the government, but I don't think it should be torn down. I believe in the preservation of historic homes. I think they should be preserved. So anything you could do about that to keep it open and not torn down, I think it would be a disgrace and a disaster for that mansion to be torn down. If it needs to be fixed up, I can understand. So thank you for listening to what I had to say. I hope I was able to be of some help. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Does anyone else wish to address this board? If not, may I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Will the clerk please read the resolutions on the consent agenda?
Resolutions are as follows: 1459-15, 1461-15, 1463-15 to 1436-15.
May I have a motion to accept the resolutions on the consent agenda?
moved.
Do I have a second? Roll call, please.
Freeholder Di Nicola?
Yes.
Freeholder Felice?
Yes.
I can't talk. Freeholder Gans?
Aye.
Freeholder Sullivan?
Yes.
Freeholder Tinelli?
Yes.
Freeholder Zor?
Yes.
Chairwoman Voss?
Yes. Are there any resolutions of non-consent pulled or tabled?
There's one, 1462-15 is a resolution authorizing purchase order to Royal Printing Services, printing of 2016 election calendars, additional mail-in 2015 general election certificate of election.
Do you have a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Madam
Yes.
Chair, if I could just, for the record, explain that I ask that this resolution be placed on non-consent. My position hasn't changed on the calendars. I feel strongly that there are other ways to get that information to the public, and because this resolution includes $65,000 toward their printing, I intend to vote no. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, roll call, please.
I did.
Okay.
He made the motion. I did.
That's okay.
Freeholder Di Nicola?
No.
Freeholder Felice?
Yes.
Freeholder Gans?
Aye.
Freeholder Sullivan?
Yes.
Freeholder Tinelli?
Yes.
Freeholder Zor?
Yes.
Chairwoman Voss?
Yes. Do we have,
Resolution passes.
do we have any committee reports?
And we have
Like to
one
make-
resolution that was pulled, 1460-15.
I'd like to make a motion to suspend committee reports.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay, I guess we need a roll call.
Roll call.
Freeholder Di Nicola?
Only because it's the clerk's birthday. Yes.
Thank you. Freeholder Felice?
Yes, ho, ho, ho.
Freeholder Gans?
Abstain.
Okay.
Hoping for a tie.
Freeholder Tinelli?
Yes.
Freeholder Zor?
Yes.
You forgot
We're
to
gonna make
hold
the
the
motion.
sign then.
Freeholder Sullivan, I'm so sorry.
I don't know if I want to answer that.
Oops.
Yes.
Are you sure? I'm not having a good one. Freeholder Voss.
And I'm gonna say yes because it is your birthday.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Okay. Being no further business to come before this meeting, may I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned at 8 o'clock.